This is our new kitchen, and the backsplash has yet to be caulked. So the problem is that it's maybe 1/8 of an inch there, maybe a little thicker. But if you go down here, you can see it goes down to maybe 1/8 of an inch there. But then it widens way out, 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch, all the way down here. So I've got real wide there. It's quite a distance. And there's like that foam insulation, and then under that I have this caulking cord, but it gets very narrow down here. So how am I going to caulk this so that it goes from narrow all the way to wide? So what I decided to do out here in my garage, I have my workbench, I have a 2x4 and the back. So this is a simulation of my backsplash. I have a narrow end, and then what I've done is made a wide end. Here I've put in these shims to make a 3/8 inch wide end going down to a narrow end. And so I practiced. I had some extra white caulk, and I put it down the first time, and I put it heavy here with a kind of a welding stroke, and then narrower and straight, and then I took my finger and went down, and I had tape on both sides to make a nice straight line. The tape really worked well. But my finger mushed this fat part too much, and I didn't like how it looked. So then I undid that, and I tried it, same thing with 2 fingers, and I couldn't get that right either. So what I think I'm going to try this time is one thin line, let it dry, and then thicken it, let it dry, and then thicker. Every time I'm planning to use tape, because I really like the tape making the straight line. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So here I'm putting tape on. And that will ensure a straight line for my caulk. There. Now this is just my practice area. Now I'll be taking that first caulk, line caulk as best I can. Alright. That's pretty bad. Now you do it one way, the other way. I got a mess here. Alright, now get rid of this. Hold on. That's the caulking gun. Before it dries, take off the tape. Take off the tape. Got a little bit of a mess there, but nothing I can do about it now. That's going to get thickened up anyway. So that's my first time. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to put a thicker layer on the thick side, the left side, the side with the gap. To do a second run on this tape this caulking experiment. So I've got the tape narrow, same width here, but then I've widened it out because I've got a big gap here, and I'm about to caulk. This is the second application of my caulk, and you can tell, well, it's got that problem there. And if you look carefully, when I use tape, and when I pull my tape off, it's leaving this kind of an edge. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of press it with my finger on the tape a little better. try to get rid of that edge. So a third try. This is how it looks after I smooth it out with my fingers. I'm going to carefully pull this. I noticed on another closet job I had to pull it not to pull it at an angle. In other words, like pull it straight up. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and that looks pretty good. It looks a little thick in that spot. I don't know whether I should run my finger or not. I forgot one spot, so I've already taped it, but I did want to show this. See how these are a little uneven? So what I've done is I've just added a little piece of tape there. So I'm going to cut another little small piece. So I've taped this. I did finish. Lori, can you get that corner? I did tape that last final piece at a diagonal. And I'm caulking, trying to do an even pull. Not the best caulker. Okay. I popped the back, so you got to take the pressure off so you don't get a dribble out the end of it. And you take your finger and you go one way, which I learned from other YouTubers. And the other way, that way. And you want it to be as even. You don't want to do what I'm doing right here. You have to try to avoid that, because once you do that, where the finger lets up, you never quite get it how you want it. And we're going to do it one more time. Just trying to even it up. Make it even as possible. Looks a little heavy there, but that's alright. So when you pull this tape up, I don't have any fingernails to start it very well, but you want to pull it up, straight up, like this, rather than out like that. You want to pull it up to get that nice line. Now I gotta lift this window to get this tape started. Just a little harder. And that makes a nice line. That's it. You can stop it. I just got finished. I taped this off and caulked, and here's what it looks like. Not too bad. My problem in my kitchen is I have wide spots like that. And narrow spots like that. Look at that, I had to take the faucet off the sink. You can see I'm gonna have to repaint some of the wall. Very wide. I might have to redo some of that area, maybe not. And narrow spots. But it came out pretty well. So my practicing paid off. Alright, microwave's gonna be here, so that's gonna hide that anyway. A few spots to paint. And then I caulked down here. Caulked, that's kind of wide, and that narrows there.